Carolina, Congresswoman Kathy Manning.
Good afternoon. I am so proud to welcome President Biden to beautiful Greensboro, North Carolina, and to North Carolina A&T State University. And I am not going to compete with the governor in the way he said Aggie pride, so just imagine that an octave higher. I want to thank President Biden for his leadership and for making the trip here today to witness all the great things happening in the Triad. In the last few months, our region has seen some very exciting economic announcements that will bring thousands of good-paying jobs to this area. These announcements have included advanced manufacturing jobs at the first Toyota automotive electric battery manufacturing plant in the country, at a Boom supersonic airline manufacturing facility, also the first in the country, that will add good-paying jobs to our innovative and growing aerospace industry, which will be headquartered at the Piedmont Triad International Airport. We've seen expansions to existing industries in our region, ranging from textiles to microchips that create American-made goods. These exciting developments are bolstered by the $10.4 billion investment in North Carolina's infrastructure that was made possible by the passage of the bipartisan infrastructure law, which I was proud to support. Since President Biden signed that bill into law, we've already seen investments in our community that are improving the quality of our roads and bridges, expanding access to broadband, and increasing electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Democrats are delivering on our promise to improve our nation's outdated infrastructure. And here in the Triad, these investments are increasing the quality of life for residents, improving transit for local businesses, and creating jobs. I'm proud to welcome as my guests some of our community's great business leaders. These leaders run businesses that range in size from a few dozen employees to a few thousand. Our businesses are innovative. They provide good-paying jobs. And we in the Triad are proud to continue our strong history of manufacturing things for the American people. Throughout the pandemic, our businesses adapted to produce essential PPEs to keep our hospital and frontline workers safe, to overcome supply chain challenges, and to continue employing members of our community during times of economic hardship. They're all shining examples of the best of what North Carolina has to offer. As we stand on the campus of North Carolina A&T State University, I am inspired to think about the next generation of engineers and scientists and teachers and nurses and business innovators we are educating who will lead us into the future. And we have just met with some of those students, and they are extraordinary. I look forward to working with our president to bring down our costs so that our young people and people all across the Triad can thrive. In Congress, I've introduced legislation to cap out-of-pocket costs for prescription medications to ensure that people can afford the medication they need to stay healthy. I've supported an increase in Pell Grants so more students can afford higher education. I've supported funding for more apprenticeship programs and community colleges so our students can gain the skills they need for the good jobs we already have and the jobs we will grow in this area. And I've advocated for creative solutions to lower the cost of essential goods such as gas and groceries. Early in the pandemic, I asked President Biden to sign a Buy America executive order so that our local manufacturers could continue employing our local residents while adapting their businesses to meet our nation's PPE needs. And I'm glad to say that President Biden did sign that executive order, and it has resulted in continued growth of American manufacturing. Since then, I have supported passage of the America Competes Act, which will create jobs, strengthen American manufacturing, sharpen our technological edge, and make strategic investments in our nation's future. I have 2 amendments included in the Competes Act to help American businesses attract the best and the brightest talent, to bolster HBCUs like North Carolina A&T, to also help minority-serving institutions, tribal colleges, and American manufacturing. And I was thrilled to bring more than $16.4 million in community project funding to our community that will help us with projects ranging from a new 911 dispatch system to electric buses to access to the internet in underserved areas to summer tutoring programs that will help our students who experienced learning loss during the pandemic. I will continue to work with President Biden and my colleagues in Congress to invest in our communities, to lower costs for working families, and to create jobs here at home. Once again, I want to thank President Biden for his leadership and for allowing me to be here today to highlight some of the many reasons that I am proud to represent this community in Congress. The future is bright in Greensboro, North Carolina. Thank you all.